Hey, what's up you guys? My name is Klaudio, and before we move on, I just want to apologize to you because I mistreated you. I haven't been on in such a long time that, well, I just want to say I'm sorry. Come on, get in here. Yeah. Are you wearing perfume? No, don't make it weird. Don't try to back away now. All right, you guys. Now that we got that awkwardness out of the way, let me talk some real talk with you. Now, I know I haven't really been uploading a lot of videos lately, and that's mainly because I've been trying other things. Recently, I actually had a photo shoot with an engaged couple. Now, I actually had a lot of fun with this photo shoot. Out of it, we only got one picture, which I'll show you guys right now. It's right here. And if you guys like it, thank you. If you guys have any tips, of course you're welcome to give them to me. And really fast, I want to give a shout out to Connor McLean. He actually helped me edit this picture. So thanks, buddy. Much love. All right, let's move on and let's talk about the movies that I'm gonna review today. So first up, let's talk about Doctor Strange. Before we really dive into it, I just want to tell you guys that I'm not one of those people who believes the movie has to be the same as the comics. I read comic books, and as much as I love that format and respect it, why would I pay $13 to see on the silver screen what I've already paid $5 to read in the comic? If you haven't seen it, what is wrong with you? This is a really fun movie, unbelievably energetic. Benedict Cumberbatch did a great job as Dr. Stephen Strange. Of course, every film has its downfalls. Now, me personally, story-wise, I thought it was aight. Comedy-wise, I laughed a lot. I was very surprised. I was expecting Marvel to go more for a darker tone, but as the project progressed and more was released on it, you kind of saw they wanted to focus more on that psychedelic feeling, which 100% you feel it when you're in there. The biggest problem I had with this movie was the magic. It didn't really feel like magic. It kind of felt like dance, magic, dance, magic, dance, magic, dance. Dance, magic, dance. Oh shit. Roll the clip again. Dance, magic, dance. Dance, magic, dance. The magic actually kind of felt the same as Harry Potter. It just kind of boom, that's it. That's the magic. Now, I know I was literally just talking about not wanting to compare the movies with the comic book, but this is just one aspect that I can't forgive the movie on. And that has to be the design of Dormammu. Honestly, it looks like fucking Thanos. What the fuck? Yeah. Honestly, come on. Okay. Just to give you guys an example, okay? Movie, original concept. Movie, original concept. Which one's better? Honestly, tell the truth. Which one's better? Now, I'm not trying to give the design team crap. Honestly, the sets in this universe, the clothing, everything is absolutely beautiful. Another thing that really let me down was in the end of Doctor Strange, there's this big confrontation between Stephen and Dormammu. And instead of anything really happening, they just go on this sequence where they show Dormammu killing Doctor Strange 1,000 times. It's just shot after shot, Dormammu killing Doctor Strange. And honestly, it's not a problem, but it got repetitive to the point where you can kind of see them using the same shots over and over again. An example, Dormammu decided to throw a boulder at Doctor Strange. Well, out of all these shots, let's say there's 20 of them, it felt like 10 of them was that one shot of the boulder hitting Doctor Strange. It felt lazy, uncreative, and honestly just not worth the 5 minutes that sequence took. Now that we got that out of the way, let's talk about Fantastic Beasts and where to find them. Yeah, I dropped a British bomb on you. Deal with it. Before I really dig into this movie, let me just give you my quick review of the past Harry Potter films. 1 through 6, decent. 7 and 8, trash. Don't like them. They suck. Overall, they kind of left a bad taste in my mouth on the whole franchise. So I wasn't really that excited to go watch Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. And Jiminy Crickets, they surprised me. This movie was good. And like, I'm not talking about, 7 and 8. I'm talking about like 1 through 6. This movie was pretty good. Honestly, I enjoyed the characters. I didn't really have a huge problem with the plot. It was actually kind of dark, which surprised me. I didn't expect the director or the writer to really go into a dark place, but they really did. And I appreciated it. I've been watching the Harry Potter movies ever since I was a kid. So it's really awesome to see the movies mature as I myself mature. Out of all of them, I have to admit, this guy is my favorite. He's really awesome because he's a nomad or maggots or whatever this universe calls humans, people that don't know how to use magic. And what's really interesting about him is that he is you. He is the audience. The main character is explaining to this nomad or whatever they call them that these creatures are beautiful, and even though they look scary and they look harmful, they're actually magnificent and beautiful creatures. And he reflects your emotions. He reacts the way you react when you first see these creatures. And that makes a really big difference. And it makes me connect with him a lot more. And that's one of the reasons that I enjoyed this movie a lot. Especially because in the end, they didn't treat him special. They put the rules, they enforced the rules onto him as they would anyone else. And it made my viewing of the film so much more delightful because the stakes were real. Yeah, in the end, they did that weird thing where they kind of got him back. And if you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. And if you haven't, once again, go watch it. You're going to really enjoy it. In the end, they kind of brought him back, which, most of the time I'd be like, cop out, man. Really, though? But for this one, kind of felt good. I enjoyed the fact that they brought him back in a sense. One of the reasons I love going to theaters and watching it with a lot of different people is because everybody reacts to scenes differently. Now, with Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, I had a very interesting thing happen. So, in the end, all the characters were saying goodbye, and the male lead and the female lead were having this conversation. Now, to me, it felt dragged on and kind of pathetic because the lead actor, he's kind of being typecast as the type of guy who does this a lot. He kind of looks at you and he wants to say something to you, but he's like super shy and he doesn't want to. But he's having a lot of fun, He does that so much throughout the film. And in the end, they went hardcore with it. The seat right next to me was empty, but the next 2 seats were 2 females. And while this scene was happening, all I could hear was this. And I know what you're thinking, why did she make that sound? I don't know, honestly, but it kept happening. So I looked over and all I could see was her toes kind of wiggling up. And I couldn't help but bust out laughing, man, because this guy who's just in the movie, he's not, saying one cheesy one-liner to this chick, is making a baby with her right next to me. I don't know, guys. That was just awesome. It was super funny. And that was my experience while watching Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. So I know this was short, you guys, but honestly, in the month of November, I didn't really go to the movies. These were the only 2 movies that I really went to go see. And as much as I love you guys, I have to say goodbye now. But before I do, I want to remind you guys that you can follow me on Facebook. You can follow me on Instagram. I don't know what else I have, but I'm pretty sure I'll leave it in the description below. Alright, you guys, don't forget to subscribe. And once again, goodbye.